Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of a day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Mo. My clean date is July 17th, 2024. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day for May 8th. Tolerance and toxic relationships. Another member found that amends meant not tolerating abuse anymore and felt she finally had permission to step away from a destructive household. Living Clean, Chapter 5, Family. Preparing to make meaningful amends includes plenty of heavy lifting in steps 1 through 8. These steps give us a new perspective on our place in the world, a better understanding of ourselves, and a conscious contact with a higher power. We gain courage and self-respect along the way. These will be vital assets for us as we make our amends. A sponsor's guidance and the experience of other members shape our approach. With their input, we decide what our direct amends will look like in each situation and how we can avoid injuring them or others, including ourselves. The same network of friends and mentors reminds us to put our name on that list. Family dynamics and a lifetime of baggage can complicate some of our amends. Our support group reminds us that holding ourselves to account does not mean tolerating mistreatment. In some cases, we can protect ourselves from harm by setting limits. Healthy boundaries make for healthy, or at least healthier, relationships. In other relationships, the toxicity continues to be tolerable, and the amends process often reveals a need for greater distance. We can stop giving headspace to those who disregard our needs and forgive ourselves for tolerating what was never okay. As part of our amends to ourselves, many of us reevaluate how we use our time and energy. Making our way through a list of amends brings clarity. Protecting ourselves by setting limits of what we will and won't tolerate is often part of the amends we make to ourselves. We take responsibility for our own beliefs, feelings, and actions. Not every relationship can or should be rebuilt, but the one with ourselves is definitely worth the effort. Spiritual principle. I can forgive myself for tolerating mistreatment in the past and make amends to myself by rethinking my approach to one of the most challenging relationships. What limits might I need to introduce or reinforce?
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.